Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're journeying deep into a place where the canopy is literally so thick, the sun actually forgets to reach the ground. We're talking about the unparalleled, the terrifying, and the breathtakingly beautiful Amazon rainforest.
So, let's anchor our understanding with a pretty wild question. What if every fifth breath you take comes from a jungle that's actively trying to kill you? I know, it sounds crazy, right? This jungle is famously called the lungs of the earth, but as we unpack these slides today, you'll see it's simultaneously a stunningly beautiful and incredibly terrifying world. Just to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of the Amazon, consider this number. At roughly 5.5 million square kilometers, it is massive. To put that into perspective, you could fit all of India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh inside it, and you'd still have room to spare. It's this boundless ocean of green spanning 9 different countries. If you were flying over it, you'd just see hundreds of kilometers of endless 20-story high trees. And here is why that matters to us. This massive expanse of towering trees is responsible for roughly 20% of the world's entire oxygen production. So a significant portion of the very air you're breathing right now, yeah, it owes its existence to this dense tropical powerhouse. Now, within this space exists a staggering biological overload. We're talking over 16,000 tree species, 400 mammal species, over 13,000 bird species, and get this, upwards of 2.5 million insect species. This unimaginable biodiversity creates an environment so complex that your GPS and mobile networks completely fail. If you wander in, you're entirely at the mercy of the jungle.
Section 1. Lethal waters and apex predators.
Okay, at over 6,400 kilometers long, the Amazon River swells up to 50 kilometers wide in the rainy season. The sheer size of this river is like an entirely flooded city. But here's what makes it so unsettling. The water is so dark and muddy, you literally cannot see past 1 foot deep. Every single ripple hides a predator, and you never really know if the next attack is coming from above or below. Taking a swim here isn't just a casual dip. It's stepping into an aquatic minefield. You've got piranhas that hunt in frantic packs, totally capable of stripping flesh to the bone. You've got black caimans, these 6-meter-long silent killers. Oh, and the 200-kilogram green anaconda hiding in the swamps. And if that wasn't enough, an electric eel can deliver a shock so strong it can instantly render a human unconscious, leading to drowning.
And on land, the threat absolutely continues. You're sharing the jungle with the fer-de-lance, widely considered the world's most venomous snake, where a bite basically guarantees death if untreated. On the flip side, you've got the jaguar, a beautifully stealthy swimmer that doesn't just bite its prey, it actually crushes their skulls with a single devastating chomp.
Actually, it's not even just the animals you have to worry about. The soil in parts of the Amazon is so nutrient poor that plants had to adapt in some pretty extreme ways just to survive. Plants like pitcher plants and Venus flytraps have evolved into literal predators straight out of a horror movie, trapping and digesting insects just to stay alive. Section 2. El Dorado and Uncontacted Tribes.
So, did the City of Gold really exist? Since the 16th century, European explorers have died chasing El Dorado, this mythical city of gold that promised unimaginable wealth. The legend spread like wildfire, luring countless people deep into the jungle's toxic trees and treacherous rivers. And honestly, many of them never returned to tell the tale.
But here's the thing. They weren't just chasing a complete myth. Golden jewelry and tantalizing artifacts were actually found by search parties. Yet those treasures vanished just as quickly as they appeared, leaving El Dorado as one of the Amazon's greatest, most tantalizing unsolved riddles. It's like a giant puzzle with missing pieces.
Sharing this space are the uncontacted tribes. For them, as this quote captures, the jungle isn't just a home, it's their soul. These are incredibly resilient people who have consciously chosen to hide deep within the most hostile terrain on Earth. Why? Well, because historically, past contact with the outside world has proven utterly destructive to their way of life.
Moving on to Section 3, the Boiling River Mystery.
Unlike your normal cool jungle river, the Shanai Timpishka boils so fiercely due to mysterious geothermal activity that if a person fell in, they'd have their flesh burned off in mere minutes. Some theorize hidden magma is the cause, but having a boiling river right in the middle of a lush rainforest, it remains a huge, shocking geological puzzle.
Section 4, Nature's Hidden Secret Pharmacy.
This is where things get really fascinating. The generational, ancient knowledge of the tribes who use these plants for everyday ailments like colds, fevers, and physical injuries is literally paving the way for modern medical breakthroughs. Today, scientists are drawing directly from the Amazon to create cures for humanity's most devastating diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. The jungle is quite literally a secret pharmacy.
Finally, Section 5, the battle to save the Amazon.
50 years. Just let that number sink in for a second. Experts predict that if our current reckless rates of destruction continue, half of the entire Amazon could be completely wiped off the face of the earth in just 50 years. No way, right? But it's true.
This cycle of destruction, driven largely by greed and ignorance, isn't just about erasing trees so we can have more farming or mining. It's permanently deleting those undiscovered medicines we just talked about. It's displacing the indigenous people who call it home. And, perhaps most alarming for us all, it's driving carbon dioxide levels through the roof, which drastically worsens global warming for everyone on the planet.
Well, the good news here is that people worldwide are waking up to this reality, and there are real ways to fight back. By making conscious daily choices like reducing our personal plastic usage and planting trees, and by supporting international protections and government policies, we can become a vital voice for the indigenous tribes and this incredibly fragile ecosystem.
So, I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought for the end of our explainer today. If the Amazon is our planet's lungs and our future pharmacy, what happens to humanity when it finally stops breathing? Saving the Amazon isn't just about saving some trees far away. It's absolutely crucial for saving ourselves. Think about it. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one.